With the fifth pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, I have the New York Giants selecting Francis Mauigoa, the right tackle out of Miami. Again, this is a controversial pick, right? A lot of people are saying, oh, the Giants are certainly going to go with the wide receiver here. You want to build around Jaxson Dart. I understand that perspective. I understand when you're seeing mocks going after Jordan Tyson and putting him here at the number 5 pick, which is still kind of early for a wide receiver, right? You know, we saw Harrison go to the Cardinals kind of in this kind of range last year, but I still think that if you're the Giants and you want to build around Dart, knowing that he already took an injury this year, and you already lost Scadaboo from an injury this year too, you've got to solidify that right side of the line, right? Evan Neal didn't work out. We know that he's kind of in the history books for the Giants. He's not going to be an answer. He's going to be getting rid of the team here very soon. I want to lock them down with the franchise locked right tackle that not only you give the rookie contract to, but then somebody who's been dependable that you can re-sign for a second contract as well. And I think that New York's front office has got the commitment and the patience to make this move as well. You saw John Mara, come out there and say that he wants to have the continuity and stability to build the future of this franchise. And that's a different tone than I think that I anticipated the Giants to have. Shane had kind of been on the hot seat, for a while there, the general manager. I thought they were in win now mode in 2026, where if they didn't get a certain number of wins this next year, he was gone as GM, right? You already saw them fire Brian Dable. It seemed like it was just going to be a completely fresh start. But with Shane still keeping his job for next year, and then kind of the tone out of the front office and the ownership, I think they're going to be the responsible thing here and go after the offensive line to protect Jaxson Dart in year number 2. Wan'Dale Robinson also has done very well. He's a free agent at the end of the year, but I do think they're going to re-sign him past his rookie contract. He's shown a lot of promise as their wide receiver 2 that's paired up with Malik Neighbors. And I understand the intrigue of bringing in one of those elite wide receivers from this class. That would certainly be good, but there's a much, much bigger need. You have to rebuild the line. It has to start with the line first and foremost before you go after the skill positions. Otherwise, you turn to the Raiders, where Ashton Genty is not getting anywhere. And he's one of the elite skill players in the league right now, kind of stuck behind a Swiss cheese offensive line out there in Las Vegas. So I think the Giants here, they do the responsible thing. You go after a right tackle. You go after some veteran players in the skill positions in the offseason. And, Mauigoa has been phenomenal all year long, right? It's even more impressive than the last 2 games of the playoffs that Miami has only allowed 2 sacks apiece to the Texas A&M Aggies and then the Ohio State Buckeyes. Those are elite defensive edge rushers that you're going up against, and Maui has held down the fort against a high level of competition all year long. I think that's what you're going to need. Being in that NFC East, it's a tough division to fight out. You have to have a quarterback that's protected. So in the 5th pick, I have the New York Giants selecting Francis Mauigoa, the right tackle out of Miami.